Hi, my name is Terry Sproul, and I want to welcome you to my studio. Tonight we are continuing on our Tuesday night event where we do art journal techniques mainly. But tonight we're going to play it a little bit. We're going to play with the Gelli plate and a few other things. I am going to have to apologize in advance. I don't know if you guys heard, 2 weeks ago my hard drive on my brand new computer crashed. It's not a big tragic because I had everything in Dropbox, so I was good there. But I'm having to use a laptop tonight to try to do this show. And it's not my laptop, it's actually a loaner. I don't know how to move the screen over so I can view everything over on Google. So I'm going to have to keep shutting the screen down to see the other screen. So be patient with me if I miss your questions or anything tonight. I apologize in advance. I am by myself also. Joe decided not to come visit me tonight and help out, so that didn't help any either. So let me put my blog up real quick. I forgot about that. Okay. There is my blog right down there. And every Wednesday I have the class, all the links and supplies that I use on my blog. So check that out. So if you need to know what I bought or what I used, please check that out. Okay. I'm going to switch cameras and hope everything goes right, and let's start. Let me take the logo down. Okay. Okay, now the other problem that we're going to have tonight is that I do not know how to, or I shouldn't say don't know how. Because I'm using a loaner, I had to not install a bunch of things. So one of the things that I could not install was the fact that I have to be able to zoom in and zoom out. So I apologize about that also. Did a tiny bit of prep for tonight just to help things go along a little quicker. First thing I did was I took my gel medium, Golden's gel medium, and I put it on my whole background of my journal page, and I am still using the Cottonwood Arts journal. I did buy it at Dick Blick's. I absolutely love this journal. I'm very happy with it. The pages are nice and thick. So anyways, I spreaded the gel medium out on the whole thing. Then I grabbed some tissue paper. This is like tissue paper that you can buy for presents. It gets stuffed in presents, or sometimes even products wrapped in it. And it's fairly cheap. I took a piece, I wrinkled it up, I laid it down on my gesso, on my gel medium, and then I also went over it with gel medium, and that's to seal it. And by sealing it, it allows me to be able to work on the top and not have to worry about too much absorbing into the background. So that's why I put another layer of gel medium. Then I went in and put a whole layer of gesso. So that's where we are at this point. So real simple, that's where we are, just to give you a quick catch up. And it's completely dry. Now, I want to start putting some color on the background so that that can dry while we're going to go play with other things. This last weekend, I did a couple paintings, and I love this combination of colors. So I'm going to use this combination again. And these are all Golden products. And this is the Hansa Yellow from Golden. And I'm just going to get a little bit of it on my background. I'm not even going to stress that I get it all. Okay, that's good enough. And then I'm going to go in with this Pie Royal Orange, also golden color. And I don't need a whole lot, as you see, just a couple drops. And then I put that on. I just love this color combination. And then what I did is I took a baby wipe, and I found this out by accident, kind of, because I was, when I did this, I thought the orange was way too intense, so I wasn't happy with it. So I kind of went in with the baby wipe just to get some of the intensity down. And loved what it came out to be, that it was even more awesome than when I started. And then if you get too much off, you just kind of lay some more color on there. Okay, I am going to check the screen to see if I have any questions. Again, do your best to put it in caps. If I miss it, you might want to, yell at me again. If I miss it completely, you could also, catch me after the show on either Facebook, or you can ask the question in my group called All Things Terry Sproul. And that's a Facebook group. So you can join that. And this time I kind of took did you notice how I was dabbing? And that really gave me some really cool texture too. Let me see if I can bring this light over. Let's see if that gives you, can you see the texture in that? So that's a really awesome background to start with. Okay, I'm going to put that to the side and let it dry. Now, I want to play with the Gelli plate. Gelli plate has come out with a couple new sizes, and I actually have one to give away. I'm going to give a 5x7 away, but this is their brand new 3x5. So somebody's going to get the 5x7 tonight. And if you want to find out how to get prizes from me, what you do is you join that group that I told you again, the All Things Terry Sproul, on Facebook, and you put in your projects that are inspired by the ones that I do on my shows. So somebody's actually going to get this one, the 5x7, tonight, and I'll tell that one in a little bit. I'm grabbing some stencils, a brayer, and some masks. Okay, this is a nice little size. And what I would like to probably have done is actually use Gelli paper, but I didn't actually have any, and I live really far from the city. So I found this really thin white paper that was actually in between some, what's the words I'm looking for, transparencies that I bought at a office supply store. I'm going to go check to see if there's any questions. Someday, yes, you will have to have a Gelli plate. They are so addicting, by the way, just a warning. Yeah, the Gelli plates come in lots of sizes right now, and they actually have a circle one, and I have the circle one, and I believe I have the largest one, and those are two of my favorites. So I'm just going to play with this 3x5 and put a tiny bit of paint on it, because for a couple reasons. One, it's a tiny little plate. I actually put it on top of a Teflon sheet because it's going to allow me to work with the Teflon sheet. Now earlier today I tried to play with my Gelli plate, and it dried way too quickly because of the fact that there's no humidity in my state right now, and it's miserably hot. So we'll see what happens here. I might have to use a little retardant. So what I did right off the bat is I took two colors, sorry about my hands, and a brayer, and I just brayered those colors on. Now I'm going to take a stencil, lay that on there, and this is some sequin waste, and I'm just going to tap it. Okay, now I'm going to take my white piece of paper, lay that down, and give it a nice rub. And this will be one print for me. Lift that up, and there's my print. Now there's still plenty of ink on there, so I'm going to lift that up, and now I have a whole new print that I can use. And I'm just going to continue using the same piece of paper. What I'm doing tonight is just getting some fun pieces in the background. I'm not necessarily going to continue to layer. See, look at that second one. So I got a positive and a negative of the same image. Now, just to get a couple more going, I'm not even going to clean that. I'm going to let it sit on there because it'll pick up the paint again, which is kind of fun. And I'm not even going to clean my brayer. Whoa, sorry about that. And if this, like I said, if this starts drying too fast for me, I can throw some retardant in it, like real quickly. You would just take a drop of the retardant. And what this does is it makes your paint have a more open time. Remember, that's that fancy word that means nothing but, it means that your paint stays wet longer. So I put another stencil on top. This is one from Sin City Stamps. And then I'm going to use some sequin waste, or I think it's also called pinchella or pinchetta or something like that. Lay that piece of paper on there again. Quick rub. Got my first print. Lift this up. Go in. Actually, I'm going to put that print on top of this one. And so I am layering the very first print I did. Pull that up. Now see how I have layers there. And that's the other one I did. Okay, a couple more because we need some. I have plans for these, so I'm going to do a couple more just to get some background going. I do want to bring in yellow again because I used yellow in the background. So let's do yellow, a little bit of this green. Okay, again, and you could clean off your brayer if this really, bothers you. It doesn't me, so I'm not going to worry about it. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Let me put this down. I love this bee. This is a mask, a bee mask from Sin City Stamps. And I'm just going to just do this honeycomb around it. How cool is that? I love that. I wish you guys could see that better. I apologize. I think I'm going to put that over the blue. The bee. Isn't that cool? Okay, I'm going to lift that bee off. And pull another press off that. And even that ain't completely cool, but I'll be able to use that later on. Absolutely, that'll be fun. I got some paint on here, so I'm just going to use it up. Okay. Pulling out a mask here. Butterfly mask. There we go. And let's pull that print. Again, look how cool that is. Love that. And it's only part of the image, which really looks cool. Pull that butterfly out. That butterfly, again, was a mask from Sin City Stamps. Pull the last of that up. And it just gave me a little bit of a hint there, but not a lot. But that's okay. I like it. Okay, I have enough to work with right now. You can do so many things with the Gelli plate that I didn't even begin to show you guys tonight. That's just some taste of what you can do. And I'm cleaning it off real quickly with a baby wipe. Normally I just take it into the kitchen and I clean it really well with my kitchen, in the sink. But that's basically If anybody finds my... Oh, somebody lost their jelly plate? That sucks. Okay, so I'm going to put this to the side. Oh, real quickly, when you do finish up, you do get these two plastic plastic things that you should put on the top and the bottom of your jelly plate. And then I do store mine in the container it comes in, because that way it stays well used. Remember to never put heat on these. You do not put a heat gun on them. They will catch on fire. And then I store that away. So always take care of your jelly plate, and then you can have it probably forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. Okay. Let's put all that stuff to the side. Take my jelly plate, put that away. Bring the art journal back over. Okay. So, back to the art journal. This is good and dry. I know the first thing I want to do is I really want to get some drips in here. So, let me get my brush clean. Actually, should I do that now? Actually, I think I'm going to go in and put this in now. The reason I made these jelly plate pieces is to be able to pull some more texture. So I'm going to take these and I'm just going to rip pieces off of them. And I'm going to use these as background texture. So that's my whole idea of why I made these. And then I'll get my drips in there. So I'm just ripping pieces off of my jelly plate that I just made. So this is what what you would do, because jelly plating is very, 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 very addicting. So what I would be doing probably is I'd sit down one afternoon and I'd probably make 30 or 40 of these sheets of jelly plates, and then I would take them and set them off to the side, and then when I go to art journal one time, or many times, I would start taking and incorporating these pieces into my background. So real quickly, I'm going to need that in a second, I want to get some of these pieces of paper in the background. Again, giving me more and more texture than I already had going. And I'm just using gel medium. Again, this is a golden product. And I'm going to put the gel medium also on the top of them for a couple reasons. One, it will seal the jelly piece of paper into the background. And it will also act as a almost like a protective over the ink and stuff that I've already put on there, even though it's not ink, it's paint. So it kind of acts as a protectant in a way. So again, getting more texture. Okay, getting this on the background. Okay, like that. Okay. Yeah, Dick Blick's has them. There's a lot of stores that have the jelly plate also. So you can also, I believe, I'm not 100% positive this, I believe you can also buy them directly from jellyarts.com, I believe the link is. Okay, I want to get some drips on here. Hold on, let me put my camera back up so you can make sure you guys see me. Okay. I've got a very wet paintbrush, and I want some translucent paint, so again I'm using Goldens, and I'm just going to start laying it on the top here, right directly out of the bottle. And then I'm going to take my paintbrush, and see how I'm doing that? I'm just kind of swiping it across the top, which is allowing me to make drips. I should have had some protection down there. If that's not working, you can also take a spray bottle and force it to do the same thing. So, hold on here. Be patient with me while I do my drips. And this is kind of like a pinkish color. It's not quite red. Okay. I'm liking so far. Okay, I gotta clean up my desk here a little. There we go. Okay, so now I got some really cool drips going down there. And if you don't like where something went, you can always go in while it's still wet and, you know, dab off color. I'm pretty happy. I didn't really care that it didn't, you know, where it went specifically this time. I don't like this big chunk up here, so I'm going to water that down a little. Okay. Okay, sorry about that. There we go. So now I got some more depth into my, you know, art journal page. That's the whole thing, is I'm trying to get lots of depth and lots of texture. So, yes, always remember my protection. Laugh, laugh, funny, funny. Yes, I should always remember my protection. Okay, I'm going to let this to the side and let this dry. And bring in the next element that I know I'm going to want to use. And that is, I just got a whole, you're liking, I'm liking too. I think it looks pretty awesome so far. I got a whole mess load of brand new stamps from Sin City Stamps, and that is sincitystamps.com. And a lot of these, and Pam is with us tonight, are done by Pam Bray. Not all of them, but a few of them that I'm using. She came out with this beautiful heart. I love this heart. I have that stamped right here. I'm going to use that tonight. And I actually have this one on my desk also. This is off the same plate. It's a little hard to see, but it's kind of like a flowery, really tall, you know, earthy type thing. I really liked it, so I might use that still. Now, on here, what I did is I stamped a bunch of images. These hearts are off the new Pam Bray, and it's off her Memories line, Memories plate, the heart. The wings I stamped are also from Sin City Stamps. Sorry about that, guys. I'm trying to give you a close-up without losing the light. From Sin City Stamps, and they are they're off the fairy plates, so when you're looking for them, look for the fairy plate that's just came out. And the crown that I'm using up here is also from Sin City Stamps, and it's off their brand new steampunk line. So what I'm doing real quickly is I am going in and I'm painting these two wings, and I know it's hard to see because I am using interference blue fine. And basically what interferences do is they give a sparkle of color when you move the object. So this particular one, when I move it, it's going to give it a blue tinge to it. So that's what I'm painting, is this kind of blue tinge onto these really pretty wings off the fairy plate. I really like that fairy plate, by the way. There's actually two of them. I wanted to use them all tonight, but I kind of got inspired to do this other thing, so I'm going to do a fairy page real soon. So I let those dry, And then I'm going to go in with, and one of the things that I'm really trying to do tonight is use paints that have, that are translucent, because I want to be able to see through and see the detail that the stamp still has. So I am using some golden paints that are transparent. I'm going to check for some comments, see if anybody has anything. So yes, these are Pam Bray's, called Memories stamp set. Yes, it's a wonderful set. Thank you, Pam, for putting that up. Now, this is not as transparent as I thought it was. So yeah, this is a wonderful new line. I really like, I have a few of Pam's stamps sets that I really, really like. So she's done some really fun jobs with her stamps. I switched over to a fluorescent magenta because it's more transparent and I want to be able to see through. That's important to me in this technique, so that's why I'm doing it. And I'm just real quickly painting these hearts in. I'm not seeing any questions, so thank you. Again, if I miss a question, either try to get it in there again or catch me later on Facebook. I apologize, I can't get in closer. Okay, so there we go. That heart's done. Okay, we're going to let those dry now. And I'm going to bring back our art journal page. And it still looks a little wet, so I'm going to force it dry. Okay, that looks better. Okay, I also, this weekend, got some more stamps from Sin City that are these really awesome swirls. And I think this page needs some swirls. I'm going to grab some Stays On. And I think I'm going to use, I think I'm going to bring blue back in again because I have this blue in here. So I think I'm going to bring that back in. I've got a couple blues from the Stays On. This is a brand new Stays On line, by the way. Couple things they did to improve their line. One, they made a better container. I don't know if you guys have all had the problem. I know I have with the them drying out. Well, these new ones don't have that problem. They stick down really hard, so you don't have the problem of them doing that. I think I'm going to go with the lighter blue over the darker blue. I'm going to bring this towards me for just a second. And I'm going to put these on a block. And then we're going to ink them up. Ink them up. Oh yeah, that's pretty intense. Okay, that works. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Okay, I love that swirl. Isn't that swirl pretty? And it's a nice size swirl too. That's got to be 3.5 inches tall. Thank you for finally coming out with big swirls for me. Probably one of my biggest frustrations is sometimes stamps are not very big. This one is actually almost 4 inches tall, this one. Love it. And I'm going to stamp that one around. This is giving me lots of layers and lots of texture in the background. I am going to try to give you guys a close-up of what I've done so far. So see the swirls? Okay. Now I'm going to grab my scissors. Scissors, scissors, scissors. Put this back towards you guys. And I'm going to cut out a pair of these wings. And I want them pretty close up to the actual image. Best suggestion I have for cutting detail is to move your paper, move your paper and not your scissor, or excuse me, your scissors, not your paper. I was saying that completely backwards. And you'll get a better cut. So I apologize, I know this is boring to watch, but if I was creating, this is how I would be creating. Love those wings, those things are so pretty. Okay, so that was that side, I need this side. And these again are a really nice size stamp. So that's what really makes it awesome too, is that they're a really nice sized pair of wings. I do guys have a coupon for you guys too for Sin City tonight. Did I just cut out the same pair? No, there we go. For a second there I thought I had the wrong size wing. Now I'm real quickly cutting out the heart. Again, this is from sincitystamps.com, and it's the new Pam Bray line. And the whole set of stamps is $20, and the line is called Memories. It's a really, really cute line. Okay, so this is kind of my idea. See, isn't that cool? Off of another set of stamps, I believe it's the art journal set of stamps. They had this really pretty word called self-love, and I liked it, so I think I'm going to put that in the center like that. See where I'm going? I know, I wish you guys had a better, I wish I could zoom in. Wish I could zoom in, but I don't know how. Sorry, I'm just checking for comments real quickly. And I'm going to cut out this crown also. So, apologize for the slow pace here, but we're doing pretty good on time. While I'm cutting, how about I do that? While I'm cutting, I want to give away the prize. Again, I'm going to give away the 5x7 jelly plate, and that jelly plate is going out to Penny Lee. So Penny Lee, I would like you to contact me and give me your email so that I can send you that jelly plate. How exciting is that? I'm just moving this out of my way real quick. I am going to grab some interference gold and paint that crown a little. How many stamps are in a set? It all depends on the sets. Off the top of my head, I believe, Pam, you can correct me if I'm wrong, I believe there are at least 15 stamps in that line of stamps of hers. I apologize. I didn't even think about that question, so I didn't actually count them. But Pam, you might be able to answer that question for me. Dean Martin, you have a question. What was your question there? I just see my name, Terry, so I apologize. I'm painting in this crown with interference gold. So why I'm using the interference is a couple reasons. One, well, Terry's so welcome. I hope you come to my class at Prima. Love to see you. Yes, Dawn King, isn't that awesome that she won that jelly plate? Okay, bringing my book back in. Okay, here we go. I'm going to put this in there like that. And then, okay, I have to put this towards me. I'm having problems with the orientation here, so I need to get myself better oriented. I think. This is a brand new stamp also from Sin City. I think it needs some of this in the background. And I'm just going to, this time, instead of putting it on a mount, I'm just going to grab some black Indian ink, and I'm not even going to try to stamp the whole thing up, ink the whole thing up, I should say. I'm just going to try to get little sections of it. So I'm not going to stress, I'm not going to, oh yeah, that's what it needed. Okay. Okay, happy with that. Okay, this is coming towards me, so again, I'm going to real quickly try to get a my layout going here of how I want it to look before I actually glue it down. Okay, that's going off the page, so that ain't going to work. And I used to teach, when I used to teach scrapbooking and all kinds of stuff, I used to always tell my students to never adhere until you think you've got it down perfect. So I sometimes move things around 3 or 4 times before I'm happy with the layout. So I'm going to put that self-love there, and then I'm going to put these big letters. Let's say, not sure what my quote should be here. So, oh, I love gesso. Okay, so let me clean a paintbrush so I can put my pieces down here. And again, I'm just using gel medium because it works very well as an adhesive. And then I can go directly over top of it and it will seal down my whole image. Stays on, actually, did you find the stays on? Awesome page. I have to. Stays on does not lift the page. If you are having problems with your paint lifting when you're stamping with stays on, it's probably because your paint is not dry completely. So make sure your paint is dry completely, and then you should have a better chance there. Thank you, Pam. Pam just wrote that there are 7 images and 6 sentiments on that plate of stamps, and that's going for $20 plus shipping. And let me get you guys the coupon real quick, and then you guys can also go shopping And you're going to go shopping at Sin City Stamps, and that's Sin City Stamps with an S at the end .com for your coupon, to use your coupon. Hold on here, I'm trying to get the coupon here. I forgot to write it down. Stupid me, I know. So while I'm looking that up, I am gluing down my images. And I always put gel medium over top of it because it seals down the image. I know I've said that a couple times tonight, sorry. Okay. Your coupon code over at Sin City Stamps is you get 25% off and free shipping, but you must spend at least $25. It is for US only, and the coupon is SCS25. SCS25. So that's Sin City Stamps 25. Got it? So you get 25% off, again, like I said. You must spend at least $25, and you must live in the United States to get free shipping. Okay, where's my crown go? There it is. So there we are on that. I hope that hope you guys go over and buy Pam's awesome set of stamps. And there's a few other wonderful sets of stamps, including my own, over there that I would love to see you guys pick up. I have some great art journaling stamps over there. Let's see if there's any more questions. So again, I'm just, I know the page is turning out really cute, huh? Well, that's one thing I really love about art journaling. I think sometimes I come in here and I have a general idea of what I'm going to do, but honestly, I really never really know what exactly I'm going to do and how it's going to turn out. So it's kind of fun. And I love this self-love. So I think what I'm going to do is put something about, I like this teal because it's a nice contrast to the background. Oh good, I thought I did an upside down page again. Haven't done that yet in this book. Okay, how about I just do Love Me? Now these are stickers, but even though they're stickers, I am still going to use gel medium to adhere them. Now I'm going to go backwards actually. Let me try this backwards. I'm going to spell my word backwards. This is another good trick. If you are trying to fit your letters in a certain way, you can write the letter backwards. So I'm going to start with the E. So I'm going to end with the L. See what I'm saying? Okay, O. Oh, you know another thing I want to talk about today? I have really been fortunate to be working with some awesome people. One of the people that I've been fortunate to work with lately is an awesome website. I'll answer your question in just a second, D. Martin. I've worked with awesome people, and one of the awesome people that I get to work with is an awesome website that's called mixedmediaarts.net. Check it out. I really, really think it's an awesome website. I've learned so much from it. So, I'm trying to figure out where to put my love. I don't think it's going to do that. Okay, the question was, I got a question about the giveaways. How you enter to do a giveaway is you go to my group on Facebook called All Things Terry Sproul. In that group, you put your pages that are inspired by mine. That doesn't mean you have to do exactly what I did. You do something that is that inspires you, because you should never do an art page that's not yours. You know, I don't want you to do exactly mine. Now, I do have people copy my pages, and that's fine. I have no problem with that. But if you sit down and your page turns out different, don't worry about it. It's great. Now what I'm doing is I'm taking my Sombrero pen, and it's actually a pencil, and I'm going right around the heart to give it more depth. And what you do after you've gone around it with your pencil, you take a tiny paintbrush, wet paintbrush, and you can get that pencil line wet, and it makes it look like you painted those lines in, even though we didn't. We used this little bit of heart is lifting up right here, even though we used pencil. So I'm getting that back down. So it gives it a little more depth and made it look a little deeper. Okay. I think the only thing I'm missing now is I want some splats. I want some splatters. So I am going to grab some tiny bit of paint. I'm going to put directly onto my palette here, just a drop, and a lot of water. This paintbrush right here, see it? Called a fan paintbrush. This makes the greatest splats. I put my paintbrush into the water there, the very watered down paint, and I just tap, and it gives just awesome splats for me. Okay, I think I like that. Okay, let me give you a close-up, the best I can do under the circumstances. Let's see how awesome all that looks. Again, I apologize that I could not get it perfect and that I don't have all the fancy stuff I normally have set up for you guys. I'm being told that my computer will be back in approximately 2 more weeks. So we have 2 more weeks of this hellness to do. mixmediaarts.net. Yes. What was the white pen work on your page? I've tried. White pens are tough. Really, really tough to find. There are a couple out there. One of the ones that I like the best is one called Fine Line Writer. And what I do with this one is I actually put white acrylic paint in there, and then it's got this really fine nib on the end of it. And this will give really, really, really fine lines. I hope that was the question you wanted. Again, if I missed anybody's question, please catch me over on Facebook or private email me. I'm going to attempt to change cameras back again. And say goodbye. Surprisingly, it's working pretty decently. I'm not used to this. I don't know I should be able to do. So, I apologize. Sorry about the light. We moved it earlier. Okay, a little better there. Sorry about that. So anyways, Penny Lee, give me an email with your address, and I'm going to send you that jelly plate. I hope you guys come back next week. Give me a thumbs up on YouTube, please. Thumbs up. And join me again next week, and hopefully we'll be getting our computer back, and things will be more normal soon. Thank you for being patient with me. I apologize again, and thank you. Love you guys. Bye.